In the biblical story of Adam and Eve, the Garden of Eden, the serpent is typically portrayed as a villain, right? A deceptive serpent who convinces Adam and Eve to eat from the tree of knowledge. But I've often considered if maybe the story of deception and betrayal may actually have been an uncomfortable gift. In fact, I believe that it was. So if you compare this story to ancient Mesopotamian myths, this theory actually checks out. What if the serpent was not as deceptive as we've been taught, but instead a bringer of wisdom, knowledge, and the evolution and awakening of humanity? It's not even a huge shift in perspective, really, to consider this. So thousands of years before the book of Genesis, Mesopotamian civilizations worshipped a god named Enki, one of the Anunnaki brothers. Records of Enki are dated back as far as 2600 BCE, and according to people like Anton Parks, an Akkadian researcher and author of the book Eden, there are likely even much older tablets that we've not been able to access yet. So Enki is also known as Ea. Enki is associated with wisdom, creation, hidden knowledge, water, magic, and the protection of humanity, similar to Quetzalcoatl or Thoth. But unlike many of the other gods, Enki is usually seen to be on our side, wanting us to be allowed to evolve into our most spiritually evolved selves on our own, or with a little bit of guidance. While Enlil, for instance, is seen as wanting to control humanity and keep us limited and enslaved. You can see these two different thoughts kind of playing out even today. Some people want us free, some people want us enslaved. But in Mesopotamian flood stories, it's Enki who secretly warns humanity about the coming destruction and helps to preserve human life. But what makes Enki especially interesting is his connection to forbidden or divine knowledge. Again and again, in Mesopotamian mythology, Enki gives humanity access to wisdom that blurs the boundary between humans and the gods, that helps us to cross boundaries of prior limitation. Now, compare that to the serpent in Eden. In Genesis, the serpent tells Eve, "You will not surely die. Your eyes will be opened and you will become like gods, knowing good and evil." And we all know that's exactly what happens. Adam and Eve gain knowledge, their awareness changes, and their eyes are opened, so to speak. The serpent becomes associated not with random and deceptive evil, but instead with awakening and granting access to forbidden knowledge. So let's connect the dots between the two.